Now, this is where the strategy comes into place. You pay the minimum on all of the loans except the smallest. For the smallest loan, you're going to try and find an additional income source, whether that's by selling, I don't know what, an asset in your house, or scraping and finding an additional 1,500 bob and attack the first loan as fast as possible. So you're paying minimum balances, yes, but you're going to stretch yourself a little more to pay a bit more on the first loan, the smallest. So you're not going to pay minimum for the smallest, you pay a little more than minimum, or as much as you can on the minimum to get rid of it. So let's say I'm paying, my minimum for the first loan is 1,000 a month that I need to pay. So I'm going to try and stretch myself and pay 1,500. So I'll add an extra 500 to pay the minimum loan. So maybe in 3 months, we should use an actual example. Can you guys give me some random numbers? We work on an example that is practical. Okay, so give me one loan, a small one. Mshwari, okay, so I have an Mshwari loan. Of how much? 10,000, okay. All right, so now we are done. We are done. These are the Shylocks here. So I've talked to Tala, they've allowed me to pay over a certain minimum to pay this off. Whether I'll take, my minimum means I take 15 months or I take 1 year or 6 months, it doesn't matter. It's what I can afford to pay based on how much I have available to me to pay the loan every single month. Are we together? So I've done my math and I can see, okay, let's just say, I've looked at my math and I have about 20,000 shillings available every month for me to pay my debt. Okay? 20,000 is what I've worked out every single month I can pay. So, starting with the smallest loan, let's just assume Mshwari allows me to pay 2,000 per month. And Tala also allows me to pay 2,000. Branch says no, I have to pay 3,000. That's 5, 7. So I have, how much? 13,000 left. My SACCO says I have to pay 5,000. And I negotiate with them and say I can pay you 5,000 every single month. Right? How much is left? 8,000. So my minimum I will pay my bank is 8,000 per month. This doesn't matter how long I'll take. These are the amounts I'm able to pay. So I'll negotiate with them based on how much I'm able to pay. So with Mshwari, I'm going to try my hardest to find something I can sell or a job or, sell mandazis in the office to be able to get money to pay this off as fast as I can. So let's say I can get an additional 1,000 shillings from reducing my expenses or selling an asset or something that I have so that then I'm able to pay them. Instead of 2,000, I pay 3,000. So if I pay 3,000, how long will it take me to pay 10,000? 3.5 months. So in 3.5 months, I've paid off this loan. Now, the next thing I do is I come and pay this one. I'm still paying minimums on all of them, even as I'm taking 3.5 months. I'm not stopping. I'm still paying the minimums on all these. However, now what I will do with the 3,000 that I have available to me, accessible every single month, I will then now take all 3,000 and pay Tala. So instead of paying the minimum, after I've paid Mshwari, instead of paying Tala 2,000, I'm going to pay Tala how much? 5,000 every single month. So if I paid 2,000 for, say, 2 months, that's 4,000. I have 11,000 left. Sindio? So 11,000, I pay 1 month. It now comes down to 6,000. I pay another month. So that's 2 months and 1 week. I've paid it off. Sindio? Then I come to my next loan. I've been paying 3,000, but now I'm not going to pay 3,000. How much am I going to pay? 3,000 plus 5,000. I'll end up paying 8,000. So it's not I finish paying and I'm like, I'm okay now, I can still pay minimum. No, you use the money you are paying to then go ahead. So then I pay 8,000 every single month. So depending on how much money is left here, maybe by, let's say I take, this is 2 months, plus the other 3, that's 5 months. 5 months times 3,000 is 15. So I have 15 left. So you get the picture, right? So then I pay this off within whatever period of time, and now I'm now taking not 5,000 but 8,000 plus 5,000. Do you see it's like an avalanche or a snowball that's growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and the money I have accessible to me is more. What's 5,000 plus 8,000? 13,000. So once I've paid that off, the 13,000 added to another 8,000 is what? 21,000. I'll be able to pay this off quite quickly. After I've paid this off and I have no more debt, I have 21,000 available to me every single month to then do what? Invest.